Global. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're listening to the Global Warm-Up with Judge Jules.
Yes, and it's another global warm-up tempting you with our turntablistic treatments. The decks are good to go, loaded with the best moments of the week's new electronic music anthems as we take you off grid. As in hour one, our playlist largely hits you up with house, whilst in hour two, we focus on the harder side of things. Plus, later on, our customary guest DJ, this week welcoming Metta and Glyde. When it comes to a playlist full of goodness, we bring to the table far more than your 5 a day as we kick off with GENIX and MC Lethal with the excellently named Rave Digger.
House music. House music.
House music has granted me the belief of forward thinking, forward believing, forward achieving. House music sets my soul free. For the love of house.
Jules.
Serving up a dish fit for the gods, aka the week's biggest new electronic masterpieces, as we kicked off with 3 future anthems from GENIX and MC Lethal, Rave Digger, also FEDDE, Grande, Liquid Music, and ALOK, ALTA, Robert FALCON and JESS, GLYNNE, Love Has Gone. If you came in search of Blast Off, we provide the silver bullet as you're with the global warm-up. Moving on with Girls Don't Sing and Come Get This.
To the rhythm, you don't wanna miss it. Don't stop, come get this. Move to the rhythm, you don't wanna miss it. Don't stop, come get this. Move to the rhythm, you don't wanna miss it. Don't stop, come get this. Move to the rhythm, you don't wanna miss it. Don't stop, come get this. To the rhythm, you don't wanna miss this. Don't stop, come get this. Move to the rhythm, you don't wanna miss this. Don't stop, come get this. Move to the rhythm, you don't wanna miss this. Don't stop, come get this. Move to the rhythm, you don't wanna miss this. Don't stop, come get this.
Dates. Go to www.judgejules.net.
I chose a song you like in case you saw it.
Jinichi and Delete, and before that, Girls Don't Sink, Come Get This. Hijacking the groove and giving it away to the people, the global warm-up in the first hour, exploring the best in house, and in the second, travelling through the week's harder and faster tunes. Well, let's press on. Here's another one from GENIX with James Dean. This is Dreams. a safe pair of hands rummaging through the week's best new electronic offerings. Always a smashing soundtrack as we deliver to you DJ Heartstring and Swim Forever, also SHIMZA and ARCO and KASANGO with Fire Fire. Well, we certainly wouldn't take your support for granted, and it's time to say thanks and blast out some of your shouts on this occasion to some of our X and Instagram family. You can find me on X and Instagram as @RealJudgeJules or simply #JudgeJules. Hi to the excellently named Grange Hill, who says, what a time to be alive. Also, love from Betty, who said, love the Opera House. To Glenn R, 1979, who says, shout out. To Nat Deb 90, who says, every single Friday. And Sammy Nobbs, who says, good times. Well, it goes without saying as well, big love to our broader Instagram and X family. With more aces up our sleeve than a magician at a party, it's time now for our listener's choice, where each week we ask you, with all due contemplation, to curate your all-time favourite anthem, which will get aired at this juncture. Well, on this occasion, Rich Williams got in touch. He emailed in, who wanted this tune. What a track, Hands Burn and Good Shots.
Good shot, kid. I think you got him. Good shot, kid. I think you got him.
That's a listener's choice selection for the week. Hands Burn Good Shot, as nominated by Rich Williams from Wales. Or to send through your choices for the next instalment, head to any of my socials. That's at Real Judge Jules, as yours might feature on the next instalment of the Global Warm-Up. Well, back to the week's new music now, full of electric tracks to get you bent all out of shape. Here's a nice offering from Lucas and Steve with a version of a tune you might be familiar with, Push That Feeling On.
global warm-up.
Jules.
The Rubicon into the world of explosive dance music. It's the global warm-up, and if you're just tuning in, it's mainly house in hour 1 and mainly bangers in hour 2, plus guest picks coming up soon from Metta and Glyde. You heard LLOYD and BUNT with Crazy, before that Lost Count and Monde, Boys Will Be Boys and Low Stepper with the Dub 99. It's the global warm-up with, quite simply, more quality artists than the Tate Gallery. Well, time now to show some love to our Facebook family. It's facebook.com/Judge Jules, if that's your preferred social lane. Hi to Niall Cameron, who says awesome. Also, Lisa Marie Storzy, to Focus FC Colours, who says tuned in. And Sadie Hardy, who says shout out. We dip our toes into your digital water, opening your ears to some of the biggest all-new electronic tunes that are out there right now, and why not get involved? Let me know some of your favourite offerings on the show. It's at Real Judge Jules across all our socials. Well, here's this week's top of the tune table. On this occasion on the Global Warm-Up, my tried and tested record of the week is from Julian FIJMA. Well, he starts, so we'll call it Julian FIJMA, and it's Get Stupid.
Beats easy breezy, now follow it. Listen to my words, don't bite or swallow it. Now shake your body, we know we're rocking it. So swing your hips, cause there ain't no stopping it. Yes, I got the power to make it, shake your booty and keep the ball going. That is my duty. We'll go for ours, be rich and famous and do it down like this. Together, yeah, just like that. Now give it to me, a soul clap.
Record of the week on the Global Warm-Up.
One for the memory banks. This week's tried and tested tune from Julian FIJMA, Get Up, as we drag you deep inside. It's me, Judge Jules, on the Global Warm-Up. We're on the road taking my record box out and about. You can find me on the 15th at Mecca in Swindon, the 16th in Falmouth, the 23rd in Abersock, the 30th in Weston-super-Mare, the 4th of September with my live band in Doncaster, and Pub in the Park at St Albans as well. Do please come and say hello if you're at any of my shows, and for all of my DJ and live band dates, head to my website, judgejules.net. Moving on and inviting you to get with the programme, here's DARQUE and Matt Davis with Hey Now.
I'm fly. the global warm-up.
Turning the screw and unlocking your sound system as we bring you the week's biggest brand new electronic anthems here on the Global Warm-Up. Of course, all editions are available to listen back on demand via SoundCloud, Mixcloud and Apple Music. We step up now into this week's guest selection, where each week, of course, we hone in on a different producer/DJ to select two of their all-time favourite tracks, one from past, one from the present. On this occasion, we welcome Metta and Glyde. Metta and Glyde are a UK-based duo who are front-runners in the modern wave of trance with a signature sound and an ultra-modern take on the energetic classic trance that's rocking the planet. Quite simply, they're a must-see act on a mission to give people those special dance floor moments. So let's welcome to the Global Warm-Up, Metta and Glyde.
Hi Jules, Metta and Glyde here. A dream come true to be here on your Global Warm-Up, so thank you for having us. For our track from the past, we have chosen our first collaboration with the mighty Tyas, and that track is called Storm. This track comes from way back when we first started and holds amazing memories for us, especially as it was our first #1. Now, when you're starting out, you can imagine how excited we were to be working with an established artist like Sean. And then, of course, when the track hit #1, you can imagine the celebrations and, of course, memories that are going to last a lifetime. It's our signature style along with Sean's golden touch and always gets a great reaction when we play it. We hope you enjoy.
Divided by the seas, yet united by the door. Take me by the hand, guide me through the storm.
was Storm, our favourite track from the past. Next up from us is something a little more from the present, and our current favourite track is from two modern trance heavyweights, Darren Porter and Zijaro and Pitch. Two artists that we would love to collaborate with in the future, and we're going to make that happen, so watch this space. The track from them is called Reach for the Stars, a track and style that we really resonate with, great energy and heaps of emotion.
Metta and Glyde, thanks, and another premium selector joins you here on the show on the next installment of the Global Warm-Up. Well, up next, as we let our musical growers climb all over you, it's Hilo with Koala.
www.judgejules.net.
Guaranteed to deliver with no delays to the arrival of a quality musical package. The global warm-up where we dropped Lowdown and Latour with Starlight, also Moma Ready, The Pace followed by Cameo Blush and One Chance. Notching up the energy yet more now here on the global warm-up as we enter the final 30 minutes of this week's playlist, and as we do each week at this point, uplifting the BPM and entering the banging zone in the shape of our main stage mix. Let's whack straight into it with Trance Wax and Hold On To You.
Put you in the best, but there is no fast lane to hell. And it's hard to see if you're feeling me or not. So just be real with me, if you've been feeling me, move on.
Jules.
echoes of a prophecy are burning in your soul. Feel the fire.
so deep we might just strike oil. It's the global warm-up throwing down our main stage mix. We heard Alan Watson, Awake and Energize. Well, at this point we big up a selection of some of the show's SoundCloud and YouTube friends. Let's crack on. Adidas Eric, always enjoying the mixes. Also Chris C, who says belter. To Dimitri Tavarin, who says groovy. To Baz Greenall, who says listening on SoundCloud. And Mark Shaddick, who says shout out as well. We're in the midst of our main stage mix, the banging conclusion to every instalment of the global warm-up. Moving on to Alan Fitzpatrick, Frank Farrell and Scott Mack with Centrum.
Jules.
The breakdown.
Does it scare you? Does it lead you astray? When you're all fired up but too far away. So take a step back, let your darker side win. There's a heat wave coming, it's rushing in. I just wanna scream your name from the rafters. I got my radar set to disaster. I'm tempted to never come down. Ooh, I just wanna hide inside of your pocket and feel your heart race up like a rocket. I'm tempted to never come down. Let's step inside, break down. To never come down. Let's step inside, break
close things out with DBF Freestyle Fanatic, another episode of the Global Warm-Up. Remember, you can catch me back again here next week, or you can listen again via Apple Music, Mixcloud and Soundcloud by using the search phrase GWU, Judge Jules or the Global Warm-Up. Plus, for full tour dates and other stuff about me, head to my website, judgejules.net. Until next week, see you later, and thank you for your company.